Hi, it's gonna be a little drunken video. It's gonna be a daily experience video. Today I had a friend of mine over, and we were talking about our experiences, young adult times, and we weren't that close to the Lord. And I was sharing about the times when I was going to an art school and everyone was some kind of drug addict, and we were just thinking about how much the symptoms and manifestation of, of drug use can be very much similar to what the presence of God causes in us emotionally and even physically. And just kind of chatting about it, and it was fun. And then I was just listening to some preaching and some heavy theology on Trinity and some conference material, and I just felt like there's such a heavy silence coming up in my soul. You think that silence is when you're not worried or not fearful or you don't have anything to do, but even when you have all of these things out of your soul, you can still be busy, and you only realize this busyness after when at the point when you finally don't have it anymore. So it's just I had this space coming up, and I was like, how busy I was. I don't know with what, but my soul was just busy with something, and not something specific. It just wasn't restful. And I just entered this increasing peace, and yeah, I was just waving and laying on my back, and just a sweet nothing happening. I love it. and after a while I switched all the teaching stuff off, and I just started to listen to love hits. I love worshiping with love hits because they are, they are way much more creative in their language, in their expression of passion. And I just love, especially when I'm just so, out of my mind and I don't even feel like speaking. It's like these love songs, word what I love to tell to Jesus. And I don't need to say it because the song says it. It's so great. And also, these songs can say what I'm not even able to hear from Jesus because, it's Jesus, so he must say something religious or at least a Bible verse, And yeah, it was so much fun. It just having these love hits one after the other in the background and just enjoying those creepy sentences and just thinking about how much it applies to me and Jesus, and it was great. And I started to have this altered state. This state of being influenced by something, it's just when your paradigm of reality just gets twisted a bit, the lights are more interesting and the colors are more with it, and yeah, I just had this incredible rest, but like something like I was in another world. And I have it quite often, but I never had it this way. Like it was really like being on something. And it's insane because I'm a Christian girl, so I never took any drugs my whole life. I only know how it feels like and what it would cause in you from people I counsel, and they share how they're doing. And it was crazy that I had to realize that, oh my gosh, I experienced the stuff the people only experience when they use some substance. And I came to the conclusion that the altered state of mind is something that we have been created for. It's not just like he gives us good feelings so that he proves that he's there, which he does, but it's not just an icing on the cake. It's something that had been deeply ingrained in us. Like he put this desire into mankind for this altering of consciousness so that we might be joined with him even in that. Like it was all intentional on his part. Like I make them want to be checked up and so that I can show them that I'm the only one who can actually do that to them. And yeah, that was happening to me. It's still happening. I'm trying to like be able to speak. So I was just laying and waving my head, and I was so rested. I was just like, I don't have anything on my mind, and I can't even describe how it feels. It feels good, but it cannot be compared to anything. You just feel good and rest and peace, and you don't even want to move, but you know that inside there is a whole revolution going on, but you don't even care about that because you are so at home, you don't want to move a finger, so you're just like, whatever, it feels good, I don't need to do anything for it or to keep it, it's just going on and I'm in it and I just don't resist it. Yeah, so it's something like, God is fun and he won't like shame you or make you like put you in a position that is like too much for you or offensive to you, or something you can't say no to, especially if you are just beginning to experience this. Actually, it's not completely true. He can do that you can't even resist it, and he blows you out of the picture. But I think he only does it when you have previously told him that that's actually what you want, that you don't want the state of like being under the presence so much that you can't even resist it or you can't even get up. If you said something to him, it can happen that something shocking happens to you, but probably he won't do it in a way that will be shameful or embarrassing. and especially if you're just beginning it to experience that kind of stuff. So be free to ask it. It's not a VIP Christianity privilege, so it's I'm quite silly, as you can see. So, and even I can experience it. So it's it's not something complicated. It just Jesus, come and blow my mind. And there's Bible words like, do not be drunk on wine. And we forget the other part, and be drunk on the Holy Spirit. Like, we think that it's about like telling of the drunkenness itself, but this Bible verse is not to like take drunkenness out of the picture. It's actually describing what is the best source of it. Like, be drunk, but it's not that good for you if you get drunk from an outside thing. I want to make you drunk from the inside out. And it doesn't have any like side effects. Like, you won't feel oppressed. It won't like frighten you or like embarrass you or shame you or nothing like that. You just have fun with it. But even saying that, it can be tough. It can be heavy. So you shouldn't confuse madness with 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 the fact that he doesn't want to like destroy you and hurt you or shame you. He can be still tough, and the way he overwhelms you, like the way the Holy Spirit takes you off of your feet, it can be quite intense. And yeah, I think the best thing is not to resist it and go with it, and don't try to force it. Don't do anything with it. Just be in it. Much thought can kill it. Yeah. So I was just enjoying this state of being altered by the Holy Spirit. And he can trick your vision, your hearing, your tasting, your smelling, anything. I think the only thing that happened to me today is like, as I said, a little bit with the colors and lights, they became way much more enjoyable than usual. And the songs are a bit more exciting than they would be, but basically there was this crazy peace and silence in my soul. And the Holy Spirit is doing that to you. Just receive it. Like, I'm not the one giving that to you. Like, Jesus has given that to you like 2,000 years ago. So it's all yours. And he's doing that to you. It's quite easy. I don't know how long you want to see my drunken face. Don't be scared. It's all an experience of God. No substance involved. If you watch me for the first time, I just enjoy the love of God, and it makes me feel like that. Yeah, so you're free to long to be taken off your feet and to be blown away and to be made drunk and and go on trips and all that, if you have some desire for it, it's not because you're full of sin. It's basically because you realize the desire that had been put into you by God. And the good news is that He's more than ready to fulfill it and show that. And the only real deal. And the only substance that can really hate you. So yeah, it's crazy that I have this drug language now, because I usually don't have it. And it's just thinking about like my art school time and all the memories of other schoolmates doing drugs came into my mind, and it was the first time I realized that, oh my gosh, I experienced everything they had. Way much more, of course, but very specifically, some of the physical and emotional symptoms, I get them. It's crazy. Yeah, it was just today that I realized that. Oh my gosh. Have a great time. Be drunk. God bless you. Bye.